Mute. So we have the data as mass 1 gram, delta Ta as 3 degrees Celsius, delta Tb is 5 degrees Celsius, right? And the same heat is given, equal heat is given. That means Qa is equal to Qb. Qa is equal to Qb given. Correct? Now we have to compare Ca and Cb. So we have the equal heat given to object A as well as B. So Qa is equal to Qb given. And we are going to find out whose specific heat capacity is more. So whether Ca is more or Cb is more. So let us begin with the solution. So we have the formula for Qa is mCa into delta Ta and Qb will be mCb into delta Tb. Now it is already given that Qa is equal to Qb. So let us compare. So mCa into delta Ta is equal to mCb into delta Tb. Now got cancelled, right? So what will be now? We are taking C on one side and delta T on the other side. So Ca upon Cb will be delta Tb upon Ta. Right? And what is given? Delta TB is given as 5 and delta TA is given as 3. So what ratio we got? Ca upon Cb is equal to 5 upon 3. That means my Ca is 5 upon 3 times Cb. Right? Now observe children. When you take 5 upon 3, 5 upon 3 is more than 1. Correct? So this CA को more than one times you will multiply, then to CB if you multiply more than one time you are going to get CA. So obviously CA is bigger than CB, and by which factor? 5 upon 3. So what is the answer? The specific heat of A is more than B, and by which factor? That CA is 5 upon 3 CB. Got it? Is the things clear? The liquid ammonia is used in the ice factory for making ice from the water. If water is at 20 degrees Celsius, is to be converted into 2 kg ice. So what is indicated here, that I have the mass 2 kg, let M1 be 2 kg. Present temperature was 20 degrees Celsius, but ice will be made at 0 degrees Celsius. So what is the temperature difference I have? 20 minus 0, that is 20 degrees Celsius. Correct? What is the specific heat capacity of water? It is 1 calorie per gram or 1 kilocalorie per kg. Whatever unit is given. If it is in MKS, we'll take all in MKS. If it is CGS, I'll take all everything in CGS. So accordingly, we have to see. Right? So specific heat capacity of water is 1 kilocalorie per kg degree Celsius. Fine. Now, children, it is how many grams of ammonia are to be evaporated? So you are asked about M2. I hope you know that I told you to remember that latent heat of fusion. Latent heat of fusion, that is converting from water to ice, is 80 kilocalorie per kg, or you can say 80 calorie per gram, whatever way. So right, we should know about the latent heat of fusion and latent heat of vaporization. So for ammonia, where it is getting converted now to vapor, so that is 341 calories per gram. Now children, I cannot keep just in rest. All the things are in kg. So I need to convert this also in kg. Okay. So it will be 341 kilocalories per kg. And all the conversion you need to do it when you are writing the data. So is it clear? You are given M1, you are given C1, you are given delta T1. You are given the latent heat of fusion of water, you are given the latent heat of vaporization for ammonia, and you have to find out how much ammonia is to be used. So let us go towards the solution. So here we have, let's see, the Q1 is the heat lost by water, and it is utilized in bringing down the temperature from 20 degrees Celsius to 0 degrees Celsius. And what happens is, when this water will come to 0 degrees Celsius, then only the conversion of the state, that is from liquid to solid, will take place. Correct? So Q1, that is the heat required, will be, total heat required will be M1 C1 delta T1. Now this is the heat required to come down to 0 degrees Celsius. Okay, and this M1 L1 is the heat required in converging the state from liquid to solid, that is the latent heat of fusion. Followed. So let us substitute the value. We got M1 as 2, C1 as 1, and delta T1 as 20. And you have the latent heat of fusion as 80. So T into 2. So total will be 40 plus 160 is equal to 200 kilocalories. Followed. This is the heat lost by water. This much heat is lost. How much heat is lost? 200 kilocalories. Now children, whatever this heat lost was there, that will be same absorbed by the ammonia, na? Right? So let us calculate about that also. So we have the heat absorbed by the ammonia will be M2 into L2. M2 we have to find out. L2 is given as 341. So what is the answer of this? Answer of this will be 341 M2. Now let us use the principle of heat exchange. So whatever heat is lost by the water will be same as the heat gained by this ammonia. So what was the answer? Answer was 200, na? So 200 will be M2 multiplied by 341. Now take this 341 on the other side. Right, so from here to here we are taken from right to left. So it will come in the denominator. So we have 200 divided by 341. Now children, this you have to do manually. Okay, up to 3-4 decimal you try to do it. So I got the answer as 0.5865. Now children, this is in grams, sorry, kilograms, because everything was in MKS. So it is in MKS. But 0.5865 kilograms, when I say it's better to convert into gram so that the other normal layman can understand. So multiply by 1000 to convert it to grams, because 1000 grams is 1 kg, na? So I have to multiply. So when you are multiplying, just the decimal point shifts. So what answer you are getting? That 586.5 grams of ammonia will be evaporated. Is this part clear? So we have M1 as 150 grams, delta T1 as 50 minus 0, that is 50 degrees Celsius, because the final temperature of mixture is 50 degree. Right? Then you have children the specific heat capacity of water CW is 1 gram per 1 calorie per gram degree centigrade. Now if you observe in this sum, everything I am taking in calories and grams. If at all anything is in kg or kilocalorie, I then need to convert it to calories and grams. So you see, maximum things are given in what unit, that unit you are going to use. Correct? So you have here specific heat capacity of water is 1 calories per gram degree centigrade. Now latent heat, as I have taken 150 gram of mass ice na, so I am taking L1. L1 as 80 calorie because that was M1, so this is L1. So 80 calories per gram. Okay, that is the latent heat of fusion. And what is the latent heat of vaporization for water? 540. So let L2 be 540 calories per gram. These two numbers I already told you to remember. 80 fusion के लिए and you have 540 for the vaporization. Okay, so whenever change of state takes place, we are going to use this latent heat. Now what was the temperature T2? 100 because it is water vapor and the final mixture so form is of 50. So what is the temperature difference? 100 minus 50. So that is also 50. Here it was 15 minus 0. Right? Here it was 15 minus 0 and here I am having 100 minus 50. But ultimately I got the difference as 50. And you are going to find out M2. Right? How much steam you require. So M2 is needed. So let us go towards the solution. So let us understand. First of all, let Q1 be the heat absorbed by the ice in converting from ice to water. Okay, so as it is conversion of the state, we need to use latent heat, right? So what is Q1? Q1 will be M1 into L1. How much ice is there? 150 grams. So 150 into 80, which comes out to be 12,000 calories. Correct? Now the ice is melted. Now you got a water at 0 degrees Celsius. Change of state took place using these calories. Correct? So once that is melted, we can use the formula now mc delta T. So mass is 150. Now specific heat of water is 1. And what is the temperature difference is 50. So there how much calories is it? 15 5s are 75. So 7500 calories are used. Okay. So total lost will be 12,000 plus 7,500. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay, now we will see how much heat is given out by the steam. The steam was at 100 degrees Celsius. So first the steam has to get converted into water na 100 degree pe. So again it has to use the latent heat. So let us see. So Q1 is the heat given out by the steam. And the conversion of state from means at 100 degrees Celsius. So your Q3 will be M2 into L2. So M2 into 540. Right? So 540 M2. Thereafter, now I got water which is at 100 degree. Now I don't have water vapor. All the vapors are converted into water. Right? So I am having water which is at 100 degrees Celsius. Now again it has to give out the heat and it has to come to temperature of 50 degrees Celsius, right? So what is the heat lost here? I have to use now mc delta T. So what is that? M2, the heat capacity again water ka specific heat is 1 and temperature difference is 50. So you have M2 into 1 into 50. So how much it is? 50 M2. Correct? So according to the principle of heat exchange, we have Q1 plus Q2 is equal to Q3 plus Q4, right? So we have 12,000 plus 7,500 is equal to 540 plus 540 M2 plus 50 M2. So 12,000 plus 7,500, 19,500. So you have, and on the right hand side 540 plus 50, 590. So you have 590 M2. Now let us take 590 on the other side. So 19500 upon 590. That gives out to be, just divide it and you will get the answer 33.05. Okay, so roughly 33 grams you can say. So that much steam is to be mixed. Mass given is 100 grams, which is of calorimeter. So M1 is 100 grams and the specific heat given is 0.1 kilocalorie per kg degree Celsius. So I need to convert it into calories because it is in grams now. M1 is in grams. So this has to be converted. So simply just convert it into it because both are having the conversion factor 1000. So doesn't make any changes much. But you need to write on that is equal to 0.1 calorie per gram degree centigrade. Okay, now this is what is given. We got a calorimeter of 100 gram and having a specific heat of 0.1. Okay, now it contains 250 grams of liquid at 30 degree Celsius. That means the temperature of calorimeter as well as water is 30 degree. Is this part clear? And what is the mass of the water? Water is given or liquid is given? 250 grams of liquid. So liquid is taken. So the mass M2 is 250. So you have mass 250. T1 and T2 both are room temperature and room temperature is 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now what is given? The specific heat of the liquid is 0.4 kilocalories per gram per kg degree Celsius. Again children, it is kilocalories, so you need to write down that it is 0.4 calories per gram degree centigrade. Okay, followed. T2 I have written here also you can write down, or you can write down separately also, no problem. Okay, now they both are there, fine. So what happens is, if we drop a piece of ice of mass 10 grams, so there is a piece of ice of 10 grams, so there is M3 also, which is 10 grams at 0 degrees Celsius. So M3 is 0 degrees Celsius. What will be the temperature of the mixture? So children, what is asked, or you are asked to find out T, the final thing. Okay, you are asked to find out what is T, final temperature. So delta, what will be delta T? Delta T1 or T2, it will be this minus this T, right? Because ice you have kept, na? So temperature will definitely fall down. So it will be T1, T1 minus T. Okay, just remember this, that will be delta T1. Okay, we'll go ahead. Of course, and there is a ice I'm going to use because the ice will get converted into water. So latent heat of fusion of ice 80 calories per gram. Then specific heat of water is 1 calorie. Right? So that are all the things which I'm going to use because ice will get converted into water. So now let us go start with the solution. Q1 is the heat lost by calorimeter. Okay, so now first heat loss. So it will be M1 C1 into delta T1, right? So it will be M1 C1 in the bracket T1 minus T. Okay, T1 minus T. So it will be 100 minus 0.1 into T1 minus T. Okay, that's I forgot to write down. If you not write, we will substitute at the end, no problem. But remember this thing. It is M1 C1 in the bracket T1 minus T. Okay. Now the heat lost by that liquid, it will be M2C2. It will be T2 minus T as same as this, because calorimeter also lost the heat and even that liquid also lost the heat. Na? So same formula will be there. Only you have, instead of M1 you have M2. C1 की जगह पे C2 and then it will be T2 minus T. Okay. Here this is little blur. Try to understand whatever I am saying. I will try to write it. So now there is change of state which taken place because of ice, right? So the first of all ice will convert into water. Change of state will take place. So it will be M3 into L, isn't it? The latent heat of fusion, right? And once it will become of water, then it will become water, then only further rise in the temperature will take place, and that will be M3C. Now there is a rise. Final temperature is more than 0, na? So it will be T minus 0 followed. So you will have M3C into T. We will just ignore this. T minus 0 is T, na? So it will come like this. Correct? And this is specific heat of water, which will be 1 only. So according to the principle of heat exchange, you will have Q1 plus Q2 is equal to Q3 plus Q4, right? So M1 C1 delta T1 plus M2 C2 delta T2 is equal to M3L plus M3C into T. T minus 0, we can write down T also directly, right? So what I am going to do, I am going to open the bracket. So you have MC T1 minus M1C1T, okay, plus M2C2. I am opening the bracket, okay, M2C2T2 minus M2C2T. This is the left hand side, and right hand side will be M3L plus M3C into T minus 0. You can directly write T also there, right? When you open the bracket, children, all the subtraction wala I am taking on the other side. So what I am having here, M1C1T1 plus M2C2T2 is equal to M1C1T plus M1 M2C2T plus M3L plus M3CT. Okay. Now from the right hand side, children, T is coming common. You can check. Except this, the three parts. So it will be M1 C1 plus M2 C2 plus M3 CT into T. And of course, this M3L is there. Okay. So substitute the value. You have 100 grams multiplied by 0.1 multiplied by 30 plus 250 multiplied by 0.4 multiplied by 30, right? And on the right hand side also substitute in a similar manner and solve further. You will get the answer as 125 upon 6. Okay, so 20.83. So you can round up into 20.8. Okay, you have to just do the things, simplify, and you will get the answer.